Okay, go to Google and do a search for Visual Studio Code, or the link is actually included in the syllabus. But you should see a screen like this, and for Windows, you want to click on the Windows installer. It should download. I'm going to skip ahead in the video here for a second while it downloads. It shouldn't take you too long to download, but generally speaking, if you see a gap like that, that's because I'm skipping ahead and not taking up your time. Once it's downloaded, down at the bottom of the browser, click on that to install it. You should get this Run menu. Click Run, and that should bring up the installer. You'll have to click Accept the Agreement and Next, and it'll give you a location to install it. I just use the defaults whenever I do an install like this, and usually I want other things checked, like create a desktop icon and add this to the menu so that if I'm in the File Explorer and I right-click, I can actually start up Visual Code on a particular file in a particular directory. There's another way to do that at the command line that I also use with a script that allows me to just run it. But both are convenient and useful, so I usually check those. Click Next and click Install, and it should take a few seconds. Skipping forward again. Alright, as soon as it's installed, click Finish, and I want to actually launch it so that we can install something inside Visual Studio. This is Visual Studio coming up right here. Now, if you come over here on the left-hand side, there's the little square things that I'm highlighting. It's Extensions. Click on Extensions. Usually at the top, you'll see Python, which we need to install. And click on Python and the Install button. And it is fairly quick to install this. This is all the tools inside Visual Studio Code that allow you to do things like highlighting and all the nice features like having a debugger for Python. Now, this is not actually the installation for Python itself. We're going to do that in a separate piece where we install Anaconda Python. Then we'll have to come back to Visual Studio and we'll have to configure it to use the Anaconda Python version. But right now, let's install the tools that we need for it. And it's done. Excellent. We have one of our major pieces installed and ready. So close that out and we'll work on the next piece.